I'm innocent. And then we get a couple and let it throw it. And then let's go to YouTube. And then this no one out. I'm gonna watch what's here? Let's watch Who wants speech? Let's go. Over there.
Hi everyone, my name is Miguel. I'm here with Dodo. So Dodo is one of my daddies. Did you know that?
I do know.
So me and Dodo are going to be doing Truth or Dare. We went on Twitter and we asked you guys to send out some Truth or Dares.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, that's what they did. So we have them in this little pink hat right here. And we're just going to pull them out and we're going to do them. Okay, let's get started.
Yay! Oh wait, I'm on your channel. Hold on. Woo! It's a drunk fursuiting story. Okay, a drunk fursuiting story. I was at a partial when this happened. Alright, I was with a bunch of furries. We were drinking and we were dancing all night and everything good happens when you're drinking and dancing all night. We go back to the hotel. And they're like, Mom, where's the floor? And the guy's like, what? What hotel room? And I'm like, oh no. And I waited out.
Dare. Make the other your pet.
What? What am I doing me? Why do you do this? Come on, Twitter, why? Why do you do this? Do you have any decency? Come on, guys. Seriously?
Hey, you could have gotten it too. And then made me your pet.
I wish I did. You can't see my face, but it's not good.
Come here, boy.
Oh my God.
Come here, boy.
Are you mad at me?
Good boy.
Okay. I like that. This is okay. Okay, I like that. This is okay. Dignity is gone. Okay.
Your dignity is gone when you agreed to collab with me.
Yeah, it's true. True. Who is your fursuit crush? My fursuit crush. Oh my God, do I have to name just one?
Name as many as you want.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's Bakari. I love Bakari. It's really cute. And there's Dash. Dash is really cute. And there's Kato. She's a Maine Coon. She's super cute. And Madeira.
I know. Truth. Have you ever stalked another fursuiter?
Have you ever stalked another fursuiter?
Well, I did go to answer. I never really stalked this fursuiter. I just find some stuff with their tweets and found out what.
Okay, that's not stalking, but that's whatever.
Yeah, but nowadays people have Instagram stories. You know exactly where people are at all times.
That's very
It's a
true.
lot easier to stalk now.
Here, Frank Carlson. Hi, is this Kiro Wolf?
Yeah.
Shane Dawson's channel? See this? Yeah, I'm really sorry. I guess Madeira is now released.
Six Flags New England. Now open weekend.
Eventually, the colonies rebelled, and after a war that lasted 8 years, the colonies became an independent country. the United States of America. We call this war the American Revolutionary War. After the French and Indian War, also known as the 7 Years' War, which ended in 1763, Great Britain was in debt. They needed a way to make more money, and British Parliament decided to tax the North American colonists. The colonists were unhappy about this, as before they had been mostly left alone by the British government. Also, the colonists did not have any representatives in Parliament. They argued that it was unfair to impose taxes on someone without representatives to vote for or against it on their behalf. The colonists said that taxation without representation was tyranny, a cruel and unreasonable system of government. This attempt to tax the colonies was unsuccessful, but it kicked off years of hostility between the colonists and the British. In 1770, British soldiers opened fire on colonists in Boston, killing 5 men in what came to be called the Boston Massacre. In 1773, to protest restrictions on the sale of tea in the colonies, a group of colonists dressed as Native Americans and dumped an entire shipment of tea into Boston Harbor, an event now known as the Boston Tea Party. Afterwards, British Parliament passed a group of laws designed to punish the colonists and regain control of the colonies. These laws were so harsh that they are known as the Intolerable Acts. In the fall of 1774, the First Continental Congress met in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Representatives from almost every colony asked King George III to stop the Intolerable Acts, but they were ignored. By April 19, 1775, the first shots were fired in small battles at Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts. The Revolutionary War had begun. When the colonists realized that there was going to be a war, the Continental Congress met for the second time and appointed George Washington to be the commander of the Continental Army. The first major battle of the war was called the Battle of Bunker Hill. The British had taken control of Boston, and they wanted to occupy more territory. Thousands of American militiamen gathered to fight the British soldiers, also known as the Redcoats, for the red coats of their uniforms. Although the British eventually won the battle, so many of their soldiers were killed or injured that they realized defeating the colonists would be a very difficult task. Not long after this battle, the Second Continental Congress sent another letter to King George III, called the Olive Branch Petition. The colonists wanted to make peace. They hoped that they could remain British subjects, but have their rights recognized. King George refused even to read the letter, and instead declared the colonists traitors in a state of open rebellion against the British. Rights recognized. King George refused even to read the letter, and instead declared the colonists traitors in a state of open rebellion against the British Empire. After this, the colonists became angry with King George. They realized that he did not care about them. They decided to announce that the colonies were an independent country, free of British rule and in charge of their own government. Thomas Jefferson,